Welcome back to the fourth section in this video course. This section will be about how to define the natural behaviour of the system. We are testing in such a way that the representatives of the business can read and understand what they actually require or the expected feature is. The way we will define the expected behaviour can therefore be called business-facing. In this video, we will start implementing the BDD style by introducing Cucumber and Gherkin. This will help us set up a communication channel between the stakeholders, developers, testers, and others. The language we will use for expressing the requirements is Gherkin. Gherkin is a simple language to understand. The language is easy for technical as well as non-technical people. The file is written as .feature extension. In Gherkin, you are expected to define a precondition. This precondition is known as given. The preconditions must hold true. Then, you should define an action known as when. This is where we should use the system. Finally, you have to define what the expected change in the system would be. This is where we assert that the expected change has occurred when the system was used. github.com/cucumber/wiki/gherkin. You may go through the site to dive deeper into the topic. There are various behavior-driven development (BDD) tools such as JBehave, Cucumber, and others. In this video course, we will use Cucumber. This is the site for Cucumber. It is actually a family of tools implemented in many different languages. All of the members in this family are similar in the sense that they all use Gherkin. The difference is that they use different languages for execution of the different steps that are defined in Gherkin. We will use Cucumber-JVM, and the steps will be written using Java. Java is just one example among all the languages that you can use to execute Gherkin. There are implementations in C#, Python, Ruby, PHP, Perl, or JavaScript. Let us visit the below given sites: cucs.info. And the next one is for Cucumber Java. github.com/cucumber/cucumber-jvm. But before we dive into the details, let's ask a very important question. Why? Why should we introduce one more tool and in some situations probably should use? The answer to this question is that no matter how hard we try, the guys who run the business will never understand our test scripts. They will never be able to say if a script verifies what they want to work in an application. It will just never happen. This is one of the motivators behind the idea of behavior-driven development, BDD. We, the developers, can't expect to get an answer that is useful to us if we show them a test script and ask them if this is what they want. They will not be able to comprehend, as computer languages and programming is not their speciality. They are good at other things, but not deciphering Java. Better communication between developers and stakeholders is essential to help understand the expected outcome and crystal clear goal requirement. Gherkin, however, is simple enough for them to understand. It will serve as a tool for communication. This is why a tool like Cucumber is more of a conversational tool than anything else. And this is the reason why the author of Cucumber, Aslak Hellesøy, has called Cucumber the world's most misunderstood collaboration tool in a blog post from March 2014. The conversations that are sparked from using Cucumber are the most important and interesting parts. These conversations are unfortunately not possible to illustrate in a good way in this video course, so we will not even try. You will have to experiment and try for yourself. One of the early adopters of Cucumber, Andrew Premdas, has said, "Your Cucumber features should drive your implementation, not reflect it." This has also some implications, the most important being that the features, expressed using Gherkin, should be written before the implementation. As feature is a plain text file, it is easy to understand both for developer and the stakeholder. It also implies that the implementation should be done from the outside in. That is, first define what the system should do, then implement it from the user interface, and then down the stack. If your system uses a database, allow the feature to drive the database implementation last. Well, that's it for this video. In this video, we saw what Gherkin is, we had a small introduction to Cucumber and why we should use it. In the next video, we will jump into an example to learn more about this tool.